Okay, guys, so we are going to talk mindset blocks on the way to bestseller because from 0 to 101 paying people is actually quite a lot of people. And so, one of the things that I'm constantly getting you guys to do is imagine how you're going to feel. Imagine those people coming and sitting with you in circle. Imagine those people being really grateful for your work. It never feels like that many people because people consume the internet in different ways. So, there will be probably, and this is like my space and it's a membership space, so it can feel busy, but there's probably around about a third of people actively engaged over the whole month. And then in the calls, there'll be between 25 and 40 people out of 450 odd paying people that come to the calls. So everybody consumes the internet in different ways. So holding the vision of the 101 and knowing that they're already waiting to turn around is beautiful, but don't hold yourself back thinking that you haven't got time to speak to 101 people because you won't be speaking to 101 people. So it's like the beautiful blur of holding, but also knowing that if you set the systems up, the systems are going to work for you. So let's talk through some of the blocks that you guys might be feeling on the way to Substack bestseller. Um, Here we go, joyful growth. There we go. Right. So I can see that the screen's black. So I'm just going to chat a little bit before that sorts itself out. And I'm not gonna yeah, talk to a black screen because you guys won't be able to see. So I'll just wait until it turns. So in terms of the blocks on the way to bestseller, this will pop up in a minute. Some of the stuff is around mindset, some of the stuff is around imposter syndrome, some of the stuff is in terms of comparison, and we all have a different dial in terms of how much we can turn that stuff up and turn that stuff down. We're cyclical beings, sometimes it's affected by the weather or our cycle or all of that good stuff. Sometimes it's affected by the input, so the stuff that we put inside of our brains. So where we're consuming content, on Instagram, on Substack notes, on Substack, reading long form pieces. Like I'll often read like a really beautiful, thought-provoking piece that is just really sophisticatedly written, and I'm like, wow, that's so impressive. 2 years ago, I would have been like, I could never write like that. Now, I'm not trying to write like that because that's not what I'm here to do. So, the mindset shifts are available all the time. So, every time you deal with a trigger online, there's the opportunity to, there we go, it's come on now. There's the opportunity to lean in and deeper understand your trigger on a deeper level. So that could be, for example, I don't want to see that person because their energy is bothering me. So listen for that because we've got to mute those people, we've got to block those people, we've got to get out of those people's spaces. If it's an up level, so like a rising up, like I want to be that, like what do you need? Like, do you need more mentoring? Do you need more tutoring? Do you need more support? Do you need more courses? Like, what do you need on your journey to bestseller to feel like you can hold that? Some people are just incredibly talented, and we are sharing that space with them, and that's really beautiful. So, if you're feeling like, well, I could never be that, that's okay. You don't have to be. Like, like my Kylie Minogue example is always like, I never wanted to be Kylie Minogue. She just inspired me. So stay close to the people that inspire you, mind the imposter syndrome, mind the comparisonitis, make sure that you are focusing on your journey and your journey alone. Okay, so some of the other blocks. So people believe it can't happen. So they truly believe it. They don't truly believe it can happen for them. You have to believe you're already on your way. If one person subscribes and pays, 101 people will subscribe and pay. That is just the nature of how these things work. How long it takes you to get there depends on your dedication to the cause, right? So you don't understand the money. Well, we've done all of that. You've got your spreadsheet, you've worked it out. You know how much you're going to get paid by the time you reach Substack bestseller. You know how much you can afford to discount to get there quickly. You know all of that good stuff. So the business tax piece, you know that turning on paid subscriptions means that this is an arm of your business, that this is a strand of your business, and that you'll be applicable for tax in all of that. You know that. So you don't have to be scared of it. You just need to know that that exists, and then you need to do the things that you need to do to feel really accomplished. There are loads of free resources on tax wherever you are in the world. On YouTube, you can hire an accountant, you can work with a bookkeeper, you can do both of those things. So, comparison we touched on. So, the unique value, your unique value, there is no one in the world like you. There is no one in the world that has mastered the things in the way that you've mastered them, that has had the experiences the way that you've had them. There is no one in the world that can story tell the way that you story tell. You don't have to worry about anything else. Just focus on your storytelling. Okay. So the energetic pattern of one in and one out. So this is where you probably haven't got to know your current paying subscribers or members on a deep enough level to understand and to go back a few steps to represent to the new people that are hanging out in that bit of a like, oh, I might decide next week, or I might decide next month, or I need to be here a year. You haven't understood enough of why the people have paid you. And that's why this is happening. So some people need one set of things, other people need another set of things, other people just like to know that you're there. There's all sorts of nuance and complexity in that. So you have to do some work around that, and then you will shift that energetic pattern. You also have to really speak about your offers from a place of authority, excitement, joy. You have to use testimonials. You've really got to hammer home the social proof of what people are experiencing inside of your paywalled space. Um, so too much content. This is the biggest thing that I see in terms of the blocks towards bestseller. People don't need more content. They need more value. They need more intimacy. They need more connection. They do not need more to read, more to do, more thrown at them. They don't. They don't need it. Especially if you've been building your archive for a little while. Your archive is insanely valuable. Represent it. Don't bombard them, multiple times a week. You don't need to. And I definitely have done that at Sparkle and Substack. I know I have. Like, I was so fixated on completing the vision in that first year and it being the resource that it needed to be. I definitely sent more emails than was probably comfortable for my audience, but I'm fine with that. So again, take the temperature of how you feel. You're steering the ship. It's all good. Um, Okay, the future self. So the future self knows what they are doing Monday through Friday, Monday through Sunday, like whatever it is within your publishing pattern. They can connect to and experience the feeling of meeting a member for coffee, meeting a member for dinner. They can come connect to the experience of being on Zoom with 50 people turning up, with 100 people turning up. Like, what is that for you? Like, what is that future self? What is that future self doing Monday morning, Tuesday afternoon, Wednesday morning, Thursday afternoon? What is that future self doing? What is the work? How does it all feel? Who is there with you? The joy. It's always the joy. So you have to stay connected to the joy. If it starts feeling really difficult, then you need a break. You need a rest. You need a creative injection. You need a mentor. You need a coach. Like, it needs to feel joyful. You haven't connected to the fact that a paid sub membership model is a low ticket price point, which can be harder to make profit on scale. Okay, so, so important. As much as I am hugely passionate for you guys to get to bestseller status on Substack, it is not the be all and end all. If you've read the piece that I wrote, which shares the behind the scenes of my Substack Creatively Conscious, which is my paid newsletter model, you will know that the money doesn't make it worth it, right? For getting, so that's like 100, I think it's like 123 paying subscribers. The money is relatively small in terms of what you are putting in, like if you're going, full time all in on your Substack. So you need to be really, really careful about where your expertise sits and packaged, and it can be packaged up in a way that sits outside of Substack or is another invite. I've seen this time and time again, and it's devastating. It's devastating for the economy of writers more than anything. But people will be like, you pay a subscriber and you pay $70 a year, and you also get this masterclass and this other masterclass and this other thing and this 5-week course. And people just throw everything in there. And then guess what? Like, it isn't scalable in a way that helps you feel properly paid. And it's not working because not everybody wants a membership. Not everybody wants to pay for a subscription. Some people want a one-off class. The class that I just delivered this year, which was how to start, grow, and build a membership on Substack, has been my most popular masterclass by far, and it's brought me the most income. Now, ordinarily, and before I started doing all of this work to make sure that my ecosystem worked outside of Substack and was serving people that didn't want to be members, I would have given it to my members thinking that that was a positive thing to do. This time they got a special offer on early bird, and then, if they miss that, then it's full price. That's just the way it is because we have to run successful businesses outside of the Substack model. So when you are building up the bigger picture and connecting to the second year, the third year, the fourth year, the fifth year, you have to be thinking about what you are going to do because you can't keep piling resources into your Substack. The model doesn't work. So you can see this anywhere. You'll see it everywhere. It's not the right thing to do because it doesn't build a sustainable business. It doesn't give you space and time to fill up your cup. It doesn't give you space and time to be offline. Like it just doesn't work. Delivering an hour or couple of hours long masterclass for me that works within my business means that I can offer more pay it forward spaces for people at like an in-person retreat. So there's so much more component parts to building a sustainable and joyful business than there is just being a people pleaser. Like you really have to think about that stuff, and what fits where. That said, strategically, if you offer more value, you're going to get to bestseller more quickly, and then you're going to have to make sure that you balance out what is sustainable for you to keep offering. So if it's a one-time bonus, that stuff's great. Okay, being worthy enough. You are worthy now for 101 people to pay for your Substack right now, today. Breathe that in. You are worthy. You don't need to have been a published author or have had 10 years in online business or to understand Substack on a deeper level. You are worthy now. What do you need to be able to get there? That's a different question, and only you know the answer to that. So you needed this challenge and you came and joined me, and I'm so grateful for that, and that's beautiful. You know that I have other ways that I can support you, both in the membership and in my course, Your Beautiful Digital Substack Magazine. I think that where you're at with your sense of being worthy enough to be paid is as difficult when the first person pays as it is when the 101st person pays, because the enormity is comparable. It's the same. So being in a space to deliver for one person is as hard or as easy as delivering for 101 paid people. So the clear enough invite, we've gone through all of that stuff, guys. You've got it, and you've got another week to do the accountability piece if you're here live, and then I'm going to look at all your pages for you, and then taking care of the people who are already there. Do not fixate on the numbers. The numbers will make you nuts. Focus on the people that are there and the people that bring joy. So with all of this, all of these statements, you might have your own. You can flip them. So you could say, okay, I truly don't believe it can happen for me. I truly believe it can happen for me. And these are the reasons why. I invested in Claire's Growth to Bestseller Challenge. I met lots of people that are already on the journey there. I am committed to my craft. So flip it, reverse it, make it an affirmation, make it a really strong statement in your life. Write it down 10 times, put it on your fridge. You can comment on this post if you're here live. I would love you to give me some more blocks and help me to unpack this stuff for the next couple of days while we're together. Okay, guys, I hope that is super helpful for you. Take care.